Rewind selector. Rewind selector. Rewind selector.
We've got a Richland County showdown inside the Colt Corral, where Ontario looks to bounce back after losses in 2 of their last 3 to stay in the MOAC title chase, with a win tonight over a Clear Fork squad hoping to avoid a season sweep by their conference rivals. Good evening, folks, and welcome here to the Clear Fork Valley. My name is Brian Skronsky. I'll be on the call for you all night long. Lady Colts been trading wins and losses since they last faced Ontario back on September the 8th. A 3-set sweep by the Lady Warriors then. Clear Fork coming off a tough loss against their league frontrunner Galleon. Tigers took care of them, a sweep, 25-15, 25-13, 25-19. But Galleon's been virtually flawless in league play, 9-0. So they've got a 2.5 game lead right now over the Lady Warriors, who check in tonight, second in the MOAC. Clear Fork near the bottom of the league at 2-5 in conference play. Ontario took a 4-set loss at home versus River Valley the other night. We'll see if they can get healthy with a win here tonight, but the Colts feel like they are up for the challenge. We'll now honor America with the playing of our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Fun matchup in store for you folks watching live and free on the OH Report tonight on our Facebook and our YouTube channels. Clear Fork feels like they're starting to play a little bit better after a midseason lull, while Ontario, with their second-year head coach, Trisha Bernhard on the left, Hannah Bay on the right, the assistant coach, also feel like their team has been improving, playing pretty well right now at this point in the season. Ontario will be without one of their studs, though, tonight. Their leading hitter on the season, Hallie Ciroli, not going to be in action. She checks in with 151 kills. 3 players, though, for the Lady Warriors, all over 100 on the season. Pretty nice kill percentage for them as well, right around 33%. So it's a very talented Ontario team. They've got a lot of options on the outside. And let's go ahead and take a look at the roster right now for the visiting Ontario Lady Warriors as they are being introduced here inside of the Colt Corral. A couple of players to keep an eye on. The libero, Pearson, she's been tough all year, along with Janine Abdelaziz, 108 kills on the year. Michaela Menard's got 131 of them on 426 attempts. So those are 2 of the top players that you should see on the attack for the Lady Warriors here tonight. 11 wins for them on the season, just 4 losses. And as mentioned, they come in as losers of 2 of their last 3. So they definitely feel like they're in a good position to rebound here on the road against the Clear Fork team, who has been struggling a bit. Here is the roster for them. Got a young team, freshman starting for them. That being Hallie Gottfried, Pacey Krastina, just a sophomore. The most improved player on the roster, according to their head coach, Nikki Traxler. Really, basically 3 head coaches, though, for the Lady Colts. Nikki, along with Lane Krastina, and then Leigh Pudwill. So they all kind of fill their own roles, as does Becca Conrad, the stud junior. She's their big middle hitter. Look for her to be a key that Ontario will look to try to limit tonight, rolling over some blockers to her when she gets offensive opportunities. There is Lee right there. She more or less acts as the head coach, even though she's listed just as a varsity assistant. Also the freshman coach. Just seconds away from live and free varsity action here at the Colt Corral. Lady Colts looking to get above 500. Checking in with a 7-7 record on the campaign. Though they had trouble with Ontario. Last time they faced them, that was on the road, though, over at the O Arena. We'll see how they fare here at home tonight. First serve of the match going to come from Izzy Graff. She sends it back line. Now she comes up, bump here to the near side, the double block, and it's tipped off of Menard's shot. Now bumped over by Maddie Palmer. Diving attempt there, and Carroll cannot pull out the dig, so 1-0 in favor of the Warriors. Graff looking for 2 straight service points. And that's a dime. Ace right on the line. Could not have placed that any better. "37 aces now on the season. Leads the team, does Graff. Says bumped up by Carroll. Here comes Conrad on the run. Now Becca with a better shot on it. This time she puts it away. So the Colts now on the board. Clear Fork's first serve of the night comes from Gottfried. That one a little too long. On the run, this one sent over. Ontario scrambles, but into the net, so the point earned by Abigail Sauter. And Clear Fork's got their first lead here of the night. Gottfried looking for her 3rd straight service point. This one set up backside, double block works. Sent back over to Menard, and then the miscue on the side of the Lady Warriors. So Lady Colts now 4 straight points. Another nice serve. This one sent at Pearson. But Menard puts it away, but a foul against Ontario, breaking the plane. So the run continues here for Clear Fork. Gottfried with the unforced error there off the serve, though. Side out. Lady Warriors will cycle in a new player, that being Tiffany Whitaker. Emily Cascio, the junior defensive specialist, will take a seat. Set up Conrad from the middle. Big blast. And she's got the point. Looked like Whitaker might have been into the net. So the Lady Colts off to a nice start here at home. 3-point cushion as Abigail Sauter sends. Played by Pearson. Set up here near side. And into the block and sent right back to Whitaker. Becca Conrad getting in on the action. Gives a little point over to Coach. Becca told me before the match that she was hoping that her blocking would be better, was not pleased with how she's done in that portion of the game over the last couple, and she's got another block here. And this time shanked by Whitaker. Biggest lead here of the first set by the Lady Colts. It's still early, but they're on top 8-3. Looking solid here at home. Nice dig, but off the roof. Tough play there as Aubrey Bailey put it up into the rafters. Come down in the middle of about 3 different Colts. So a tough break there. Gets the serve back over to Ontario. Here's Ellie Wilging. Conrad, bid swing. Too much. Lady Warriors trim the deficit down to 3. Float serve that time, set up just too close to the net. That one kind of got away from Michaela Hofflick. Set up near side, Becca. Warriors handle. Floating that one in was Abdelaziz. And now Conrad puts that one away for the point. Another miscommunication on the side of the Lady Warriors. You saw a little bit of frustration on the face of Izzy Graff. Conrad with the serve. She's got an ace as Michaela Menard had trouble handling it. Conrad off the serve this year, now with 12 aces on the campaign. So libero has to send that one from the back line, and that is not what you want if you're the Lady Warriors. Is Carly Pearson trying to do the damage offensively from the back line. Becca sends with an 11-6 advantage. This one set up from the middle. Nice hit. Tiffany Whitaker securing the point and gets the serve back for the Lady Warriors. Abdelaziz going to check out. Gianna Camerata coming in for Ontario. So they lose a little bit of size with that switch. The 6-footer takes a seat. 5'4" Camerata now into the match. More of a defensive specialist than a hitter for them. Nice setup by Gottfried. Big swing by Aubrey. Diving play by Krastina. And that one stays in. Good placement that time by the Lady Warriors to get the point. So they're down by 3 with the serve. Sent by Camerata. Heady play that time by Izzy Graff. Recognized the vacancy left open in the front right there. Took full advantage of it. A lot of heat behind that missile. Clear Fork handles, but a miscue as Bailey came charging into the net. Couldn't get to it in time. So Ontario now back within one. Junior sends again. No spin on her serve. Bailey bumps it over, so a free ball. Warriors didn't get probably what they wanted out of that from Nagel. Now this one flipped over. And the side out forced by the Lady Colts. Here comes the freshman Carroll. Nice scramble that time by Ontario. And a double hit will be the whistle against Carroll. Just a freshman. Coach Lee said that she thought that she was a little bit overwhelmed at the beginning of the campaign. Getting those varsity minutes as a freshman sometimes can be a little bit stressful, but feels like she's improved significantly, specifically on the defensive edge. She bumps up here. This one's sent over by Wolfgang. Now a chance for Menard. Handled well by the libero Flynn. Campfire scenario there. Everyone's sitting around. No play made by Clear Fork, and they want a timeout. As we're all square now at a dozen apiece. Lady Warriors have done well to fight back here into this match after Clear Fork went on a nice run. The Colts definitely struggling with their sets so far in the early going. It's cost them on about 3 different occasions. Ontario, too, with some miscues, something that Tricia Bernhard said has been inconsistent for them all season long. She says on nights where they can get the ball back over the net, don't hit it into the net or have a miscommunication, that they're very, very competitive. Maybe even undefeated on the season when they've done that. However, had some lapses as far as mentally locking in at times during the season. And I could tell there, even under the mask, she was sporting a smile, so she likes what she's seeing from her team here. Battling back with the serve, all knotted up. This one's sent over by Cascio. Now Menard from the near side. Hits it off the top of the net. The let. Coach Lee says that it maybe struck the antenna, and she was right. So the Lady Colts catch a bit of a break right there. Set up by Carroll to the middle. Big swing and cracking the coconut that time. Guess who? Aubrey Bailey, second leading kill artist here on this Lady Colt squad. Got such a nice vertical leap. That time hits the target. And a service ace, so back-to-back service points here by Mila Flynn. Just a big vacancy left there right in the middle. Cascio laid out for it. This time bumped up by Camerata. Now from the middle, into the block. Bailey tried to tip it up, give her girls a chance at it. Saw Wolfgang charging here over towards the bleachers. Just couldn't quite catch up. What I needed, a lot of speed. And here's Pearson, jump serve. Back at her, off the let. Becca Conrad rotating back in for the Lady Colts. Mariah Smith takes a seat. Now Menard. Diving play, beautifully made there by Flynn. This time she can't make it. Point by Wilging. And Ontario pulls back within 2. Got the ball back in the hands of Graff, senior setter. She sends deep float serve. Set up for Conrad. Gets it from the right hand. And little Plinko up there in the rafters. Cascio tried to find her way over to it, but ricocheted one way and then back the other. Tricky ball right there. Works out for the Lady Colts as they push their cushion back out to 3. Here comes Gottfried, who got Clear Fork off to the nice start here in the first set and keeping it rolling after she gets the serve back. Hallie sends again to the middle. This time played by Pearson. And another diving play made by Flynn. Near side, finesse ball. Scrambling to make the play of the Lady Colts, but whistled. And so the foul and the point over to Ontario. That's Abdelaziz. Just going to get marked down for the point there. Good looking player listed at 6 foot. So the Warriors now inching even closer. 18-16 now is the count. Here comes another senior, Michaela Menard with the serve. Sends right at Conrad. She'll have a big chance right here. Warriors do nicely to come up with the dig. Now out wide. Swing by Sauter. Nothing doing that time. Bailey plays, now set up Becca. She's got the point. Can't set it up any better for her either. Perfect placement. You see Conrad utilizing those long arms, listed at about 6'2". Tough match in the middle for anybody. Here's going to be a free ball. Nice chance here for Clear Fork to set her up again from the middle. This time off the deflection, the Warriors handle it. Off the top of the net from Whitaker. Now near side, big swing, but sent right back at a Hoflick. So the Warriors showing some nice blocking here. Last couple of points coming from just that. Miscue right there from the Lady Colts as they could not set up Becca Conrad, who leads the team in kills, digs, blocks. Junior having a great season. Here she is again with a big swipe. But on the other side, Janine blasts one. Colts handle it though. Becca calling for it, and she's going to make the play. Conrad. Got the Lady Colts on top now, 20-19. Been a very competitive first set here. Lady Colts had about a 6-point cushion early on. Warriors battled back, and now it's really been back and forth here over the last several points. Deflection. Not handled there by the Colts. So we're all square at 20, and it's going to be a race to 5. Gianna sends. And Smith can't handle. Smith with 34 digs on the season. Had problems with that last serve. We'll see if she gets targeted again. This time they come to the other side, and Krastina has got problems with it. So back-to-back service aces for Gianna Camerata. And now it's Ontario, who looks like they are in the position to steal this first set here. See a lot of head nods over on the side of Clear Fork. Coach Lee laying out the game plan here. Said she's been breaking down a lot of film over the last couple of days, and since the last matchup that they had with Ontario back on September the 8th, feels as though there's been a lot of improvement. Been very happy with the steps that they've taken, especially the younger players. Specifically pointed out Krastina. Feels like Pacey's been the most improved player on the roster. Gave a lot of credit to Carol, too. Developing as a varsity player, is just a 9th grader. Feels as though she's way less timid than she was over about the first 3 weeks. Bailey, big swing, sent back at her. Another chance at it, though. And that was a tough play. See Palmer giving up the body. Probably would have been better for Flynn, who was already on the move, to go for it. As she receives this serve. And now Aubrey, too strong with that one. And it's 5 straight points for the Lady Warriors, looking to close out this first set. Camerata with a missile there. Great serve. Charging up and making the play, closing out things is Tiffany Whitaker. So it's 25-20, the Lady Warriors. After they got off to a slow start, come up with the big first set victory. Here's how they did it right here. Look at the athleticism. Well done by the junior middle hitter. We'll take a timeout, get you ready for second set action, live and free high school volleyball. You're watching it here on the OH Report.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community. I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
Subscribe or be subscribed.
Competitive first set here at the Colt Corral goes to Ontario, who started slow, started developing about in the middle. Clear Fork played them even, and then it was the Lady Warriors with 6 straight points to close out the first set. They won it 25-20. much to the liking of their head coach, Trisha Bernhard, right there. Had to like the fight that her ladies showed. Definitely served touch down the stretch there. Keeping the ball away from Clear Fork setters. And then I would also say that Ontario's done a pretty nice job covering up the big middle for the Lady Colts here tonight. Becca Conrad is a difficult matchup for anybody, as mentioned. Listen, at about 6'2", and you know she's got such long lives. Just a big, strong player. So she got her points certainly in that first set, but Ontario minimized her down the stretch as we are underway. Set 2, block set up, and Conrad was there to impede that one as Wilging wasn't able to get it over. Aubrey Bailey, the senior, sends. Set up near side, Menard. Big swing. Handled by Flynn. But it sails on her. Would have been a really tough play for Wolfgang to get that back into the field of play. So the Lady Warriors with the side out, they get the ball into the hands of their senior setter, Tizzy Graff. And how about that timepiece? Working the line that time. Hit right where she aimed. Great stuff off the service line from Graff, who's now got 38 aces for the season. One of the top leaders in the MOAC. The setup into the double block, and it lands. Abigail Sauter. Pickle in the pepper that time. She wasn't scared. 2 defenders in her face, still made the play. Off balance, and Janine Abdelaziz with the miscue. Able to laugh it off, though. This time showing off the quick reflexes as Ontario rotates, looking to set up the block. Didn't have to that time. Conrad, heady play. Shook her head like she wasn't so sure that she even meant to put it over there, but it worked out very well for the Lady Colts, who now have a 4-2 cushion. Had the early lead, though, in the first set, and then crumbled a little bit down the stretch. As Janine, another miscue. That's 2 of them now for her in this set. And this time she looks a little bit frustrated. They send at her again. Looks like she's being targeted now to be the receptionist off the serve. As that one caroms off the top of the ceiling, and not being able to avoid the net there was Wilging. So she did her best limbo impression, nearly got below that thing. But how low can you go? Not quite low enough for Ellie that time. But uncharacteristically off the serve, Hallie gives it away. She's been about the most consistent serving threat for them on the season, 88% on the year. 23 aces coming into tonight. So that's a deep float. And then Conrad barely gets it on the chalk. Catches some boos here from the fans wearing the powder blues up there. And there's going to be some discussion. It looked from my vantage point like it was about 3 inches long, and that will be a call reversal. So those booing fans, they knew what they were talking about. Not all boos are unwarranted. Looked like Schwaner just took her eye off the ball that time. So the serve is ace secured by Menard. Got the Lady Warriors back within a point as they set up. Conrad back at him. Looked like that was probably going to go out of the field of play. Gottfried, though laying out for it, touched it before it went out of bounds, so it keeps the serve alive for Menard and her Lady Warriors. And she's switching up the target off the serve. Went at 3 different players so far. Laying out to make the play, Pearson. Now dug out on this side by Bailey. Big swing, big hit by Sauter. She comes through with the point. Lady Colts back on top, 7-6. Janine flipped that one to the back. Wasn't able to get a swing on it. And crafty veteran dive there by the libero Pearson. How about the senior showing off the athleticism? Looked like she was going to be dead in the water. And it all equals an Ontario point at the end of that one. Check this thing out one more time. The left hand diving and then puts it right at the perfect spot. Set up by Gottfried, near side. Lady Warriors cannot handle the power that time from Becca Conrad. She's going to be stepping up to serve here soon. As mentioned, Becca been the top threat pretty much all the way around for Clear Fork this year. Certainly leads the team in kills. Nice block that time from Bailey. Now she'll just have to bump it over. Free ball. Nice opportunity here for the Warriors. Wow. Not sure how Flynn handled that hot shot. And then delivering back on the other side. It's Bailey coming up with the point. All set up by the beautiful dig by Flynn. Excellent teamwork by the Lady Colts. Flynn does it again. But the official didn't like that play. Thought she brought it into her chest. But Flynn, though, with 155 digs on the season, averaging about a dozen per match. And she receives this one well. Though the confusion, though, the miscommunication, nobody called for that ball. Schwaner went after it along with Gottfried. And it leads to a Lady Warrior point. We're all square, 9 apiece. A lot of lead in that Zeppelin. I like the serve from Camerata. But what a match Mila Flynn is having right now. Great scramble, Bailey getting it back over to the Warriors. Back and forth we go here at the Colt Corral. And charging in to make the play, the sophomore Krastina. But she was just into the net. Take another look, see how close this one was. And yeah, you can see a little bit of shake to that net. Bailey this time, right to Pearson. Charging in and making the play, Tiffany Whitaker. Timeout, Clear Fork, as Ontario equaling their largest lead here in the second set. And they've done well to eliminate the miscues here of late. After at the beginning here of this second set, we saw a couple of miscommunication plays. Abdelaziz also struggled on a couple of shots. And right now, Ontario in a bit of a groove, forcing the timeout from the Lady Colts. Coach Lee looking to get her girls pumped up. And she said they were ready for tonight's match. They face quite a few teams that like to put 3 hitters at the net. Felt that they would be much more prepared for Ontario the second go-around after Warriors swept them over at their place earlier in the year. And though it doesn't look like anybody's going to be able to catch Galleon as that one sails a bit from Camerata, if anybody could, it would be this Ontario team who checks in tonight just 2.5 games back of the Lady Tigers, who after they got off to an 0-3 start, playing some really tough competition, have gone 11-1 since. So they right now are the queens of the MOAC. And Nagel, way too much mustard served up on that dog. So the Colts get back to square. Nice double block set up that time. Pacey was there along with Bailey, who had to wait on it, but she delivers. Uncorking one right there. Aubrey Bailey, second on the team in kills. Well up over 100. 36% kill percentage on the season. Warriors do well to handle that let serve. Now they've got the set. Charging in, Whitaker. Clear Fork couldn't do anything with it. Tiffany's now going to rotate out, get Cascio back into the match. Free ball for the Warriors. What will they do with it? Flynn made the nice play. Now Pacey. And that time, Mila couldn't dig it out. She likes it. Probably the most demonstrative fan that we have here in the building tonight. Love the passion. A lot of confusion on the side of the Colts. Lucky it seemed to get it over, but Menard coming up with the point right there. She had a nice big swing. Coach Bernhard said that she kind of wishes that her squad would always attack with that same ferocity. Feels like they tend to dink and dunk a little bit too often. Kind of like this. That one just trickles over from Graff. Tried to set up the block. Played over well by Pacey. And now Menard, there's the big swing that I'm talking about. Flynn was able to handle it. And too much pace on that one from Krastina. Done better at getting her feet placement as the year has gone along. And the senior finds the vacant spot on the floor. Little dipsy-do over the outstretched arms of the defenders. Diving to make the play. 2 Lady Warriors that time. But a big kill right there from Sauter. Clear Fork looking to even things up. Beautiful serve by Flynn. Mila Flynn with another ace here in the match. 96% on the year for her. I might have jinxed her. She's only had 5 serving errors coming into tonight's match. Chalk that up as number 6. Big jump serve, and Mila knew to let that one go. It was pretty close, but Pearson sailed it about a foot too long that time. As Conrad checks in, giving Clear Fork some size in the middle. Mariah Smith goes out. So they gain about a foot to the Colts. An indecisive play that time by Carroll is going to cost Clear Fork. Only half-heartedly tried to go after that one. Now 4 players up front for Clear Fork waiting to receive the serve. Sent by Graff at Flynn. Probably not the lady you want to target. Push shot. Carroll. Now Flynn. And just bumped over by Wolfgang. Good chance here from Menard. But Flynn, right place, right time, makes the play. But the block is sealed that time by Abdelaziz. Give credit to Wilging, too, who rotated over. Now the float serve handled by Bailey. Bumped up, out wide, and Sauter sends. Menard sends that one out of play. So the side out, and Clear Fork gets to within 1 as Gottfried about to check in. Give Wolfgang a quick break. Schwaner also back into the contest, so get some veteran leadership out there in place of the freshman. Great chance here for Becca from the middle, and she cracks the crouton. No chance for the Warriors that time. And it just sounds a little bit different when Becca Conrad hits that ball with a head of steam. See you being very vocal out there right now. Punched over, well played by Flynn. Now Becca gets another point. Tough in here for volleyball. I see a little bit of frustration on the face of Graff. Just, you know, the rafters are so low here at this gym that you have to deal with them on a pretty consistent basis. No getting around it, especially with the velocity of some of the rocket shots that we've seen hit tonight. Abdelaziz bumps it over, so a free ball. Conrad pulled that one. She'd like to have that back. I like the idea. She saw the empty spot on the floor, but probably tried to put a little bit too much extra on it. So with the side out, Lady Warriors get back to square. Set up, running to make the play just inside the antenna was Abdelaziz. And then Menard with the dig. Becker calling for it. Great setup by Gottfried, and you already know what's coming. Tailor-made right there for the junior. Side spinning serve off the top of the net. Warriors did a good job just to get it back over, and then the double leads to a point actually for Clear Fork as the block ricocheted out of play. Sauter with her second serve now, looking to keep it rolling. Gottfried sends, Menard handles. Now from the near side, Abdelaziz. Got a pretty good shot on it, but Gottfried was there. Another chance here from the near side, and just mistiming the jump that time was Whitaker. Timeout Ontario as Clear Fork is looking to even up the match. They've been on a nice run here over the last couple of minutes, on top by 3, 22-19. And then they've certainly eliminated some of the mistakes. The communication hasn't been great for Clear Fork. You've seen a couple of times where two players in the same vicinity, both trying to go after the same ball, but they've at least got it back over the net and forced Ontario to make a play. Want to thank everybody who's watching us live and free right now on the Facebook. Up over 80 live viewers. If you are one of them, hit me up with a message. Let me know where you watching from. How are you taking in tonight's Richland County showdown here at the Colt Corral? Who are you cheering for? And what have you liked so far? Send me your comments. I'll mention them right here on air. So Sauter continues with the serve. She's had a pretty nice little run here. Tough play, but diving to make the effort there was Pacey. Colts, though, couldn't get it back over from there. So here comes Wilging, trailing by 2. They need to go on a nice run here, do the Warriors to stay in this thing, and that's going to help. Service ace for number 20 in the blue and yellow. Lady Warriors average about 2.5 aces per set. Conrad cracks the coconut wide open right there. Gets some hugs from her teammate, and she earned them right there. Becca's got the serve. Her team within 2 points here of taking this second set. So Becca with the dig, but as mentioned, these rafters, they are treacherous here, folks. I see that little girl over on the other side, man. She's got a dance for just about everything. Maybe the best volleyball fan that I've seen all season. I love it. Got the pom-poms out. Got some dances. Getting in a little bit of cardio as well. Couple stair steppers. And that one's about as close as you can get on the serve. Tough break there for Camarada, who's easily probably been the most deadly from the service stripe here tonight. Gets a lot of pace, but that time kind of slingshotted back at her. So set point here, and they put it in the hands of the freshman. Christina Carroll sends. But that one's put away. No chance for the Lady Colts. Whitaker made very sure of that. She set it up nicely. Big swing. And a dinger. So Ontario looking to hang around, but they're going to need a point right here. As the lefty Cascio sends. Bailey to the middle of the floor. Can Ontario rally? They do. Not this time. Bailey puts it away, and they put away set number 2, 25-23. We got an excellent night of volleyball on our hands here at the Colt Corral. We're all square at 1 apiece. We'll take a quick timeout. Be back with set number 3 action. It is live and free high school volleyball, and you're watching it exclusively right here on the OH Report.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community. I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
subscribe, or be subscribed.
As we welcome you back to the Colt Corral, a little fight breaking up at the top of the bleachers. Nice headlock, though. You got to give some credit where it is due. And I think that the Colts fans just excited after they took set number 2, a very exciting 1-2, 25-23. The Lady Colts even things up here at 1 set apiece after Ontario took another very exciting first set. That final score 25-20. I'd like to give a shout out to Rhea Klink, who wants to thank the OH Report for live streaming this. Says it's so cool she can watch from so far away. Wonder where she's watching from. Brenna Ramey Stamper also watching the Warriors from Shelby. Appreciate your viewership. Oh, there is Rhea from Florida. Pretty cool. So the OH Report with a national audience tonight. Watching the Lady Warriors come out for the first point here of set number 3. Flynn can't handle that rifle shot. Excellent placement from Izzy Graff. In Clear Fork, once again, 4 players up inside the attacking line as that one caroms off the top of the rafters and now just bumped over by Carroll. Handled by Menard. Now a big swing and toppling that one into the hardwood. Man, what a shot right there. Janine Abdelaziz showing off the athleticism. Big 6-footer. Got our Lady Warriors on top 3-0. Looking to add to that. Clear Fork, though, scrambling. But a bit of a miscommunication there between Wilging along with Menard. Both went after it. And it's a side out as, I mean, you see in those rafters, they've been just about as involved as anybody else here in this match tonight. Getting a lot of work. That one sent by Gottfried. Set up near side. Well done. Coming in, making the play again. Abdelaziz off to a nice start here in set 3. She's got 3 of the 4 points for the Lady Warriors. And she gives a little tip of the cap to Pearson for the setup. Always like that. Bailey handles the reception. Now Schwaner from a tough angle sends it over. Good chance coming up. Two-handed push shot from Whitaker. That time Becca ran into 4 hands. And what did they say to the ball? Back on your side. Warriors come up with the point. Want to say hello to Tiffany Schaefer, now watching the broadcast and judging by the color of the hearts that she just texted. Looking like she's a Lady Colts fan and probably got a big smile right there as number 1-4 coming up with a big shot once again. That being one Becca Conrad. Well over 160 kills on the season, but what you gotta like most is the kill percentage. Over 43%. Added to that total right here into the teeth of the defense. She don't care. Back-to-back points now for Becca. Whitaker to the empty spot on the floor. And you see a lot of different threats out there for the Ontario Lady Warriors, even without their top kill artist, Hallie Ciroli. Done well on the attacking portion of the game. And right now, they've got a 7-3 cushion. One of the biggest leads Ontario's had at any point here in the match. As Flynn tried to uppercut that thing. And we're going to get a timeout taken by Clear Fork, and I think probably that's the right play, try to end some of this momentum for Ontario, who are off to a hot start here in set number 3. And you see the good vibes all around in the Lady Warrior huddle, a lot of smiles, and a little bit more worrisome faces over here on the Clear Fork side. So we'll see if they can't get a game plan engaged here when they take the floor again that changes what the next huddle looks like. If you're just joining us, it was Ontario with a nice comeback in the first set. They trailed for pretty much the entire duration until the end, where they rallied off 6 consecutive points to take down Clear Fork 25-20. Last set, fantastic back and forth action that saw Clear Fork just hang on 25-23. Wilking sends, played by Flynn. Now Becca near side, big swing, and she knocks it out the park once again. She has been very consistent tonight. Very few unforced errors. Only been blocked on a couple of occasions. That time went right through Graff and Nagel. Now Becca from the serve. Forces the libero Pearson to come up and make a play, and it somehow works out. And you always hear that fantastic saying, it's oftentimes better to be lucky than good. I would say that typically falls into that category right there. Now here's Gianna. She's been my favorite server of the night so far. She packs a pretty good punch. Well played that time by Smith. Coming up, Aubrey. And she pushes it over with 2 hands for the points. Senior, probably arguably the best athlete on the floor for the Lady Colts on any given night. Love all the different things that she does for this team. Very versatile player. Second on the squad in blocks, as there's an unforced error off the serve right there. Second on the team as well in kills. 112 digs as well. Believe that also ranks second, so key contributor is number 6 in the black jersey. That one just kind of came off the side of Flynn. The ball kept in the bleachers. Looked like they were trying to hang on to a souvenir. This time, Flynn, excellent play. Cross-court shot from Wolfgang. Now the cross-court feed here to Menard. Pacey, nice shot. Dug out well by Camerata. And then Menard off the tip. Gets the Lady Warriors a little bit healthier here in the third. Balloons the lead out to their biggest advantage here of the night. 7-point cushion. Let's see what Emily Cascio can do. Got some side spin on that serve. I like her style. I think that's by purpose, too. I believe on a couple of occasions she's had similar action on her ball. See what the lefty does with this one. Again, a little side spin. And that one just missing the target from Wolfgang. Didn't miss by much. But this, the toughest stretch here of the night for Clear Fork. See if they can end the bleeding. Krasina just has to bump it over. Free ball. And unforced error on the side of the Lady Warriors will indeed end their scoring threat. Get the side out and the serve back over to the Colts, who will try and rally back, trailing 14-6. Nice lead serve. And that one might have went over the line. Doesn't matter. Bailey puts it away anyways. So back-to-back points now for Clear Fork. Still getting doubled up, though. Looking like a football score out here at the Corral, 14-7. Down by a touchdown. Set up by Carroll. And I love that right there from Mizzy Graff. Up over her head, like kind of like the Mike and drill in basketball, a reverse layup. Pearson, jump serve. Bumps up here at the net, push shot. Well done by Sauter, but handled by the Warriors. Wolfgang couldn't get to that one in time. Would have been a tough play. Didn't have the angle. And Clear Fork needs another timeout. They're in danger here of getting blown out in this third set, as Ontario now just 9 points away from taking a 2-1 advantage. Lady Colts coaching staff told me before the match, really just wanted to focus on themselves. They weren't necessarily fixated on what Ontario does well, and that's a lot of things. They've got some great outside hitters, also a couple of stud threats in the middle. Just wanted to make sure that their blockers were reading the hitters correctly for Ontario and just do us, for lack of a better term, is what they said. They wanted to focus on being the best version of themselves they could be tonight, let the cards fall where they may. And right now, in set 3, it's been the hitters for Ontario that have been getting the upper hand. Give some credit to the defensive specialists, too, for Ontario. Done well to get the ball into the hands of Pearson. As Flynn goes down to her knees, makes the play. And now this one's set up from the middle. Carroll comes up, dashing to make that play. Nice back and forth volley going right now. Ricocheting off the rafters, surprise, surprise. Well played by Smith. And then Bailey had it tipped. Put up by Graff. Right back to her. Bailey coming up with the big stop from the middle. Her 20th block of the year. And she'll get some help in that middle front. As number 14 checking back in, Becca Conrad, the vocal leader of this club. Menard missed everything with that one. So now Clear Fork down by 7, but back with the serve, and their senior from the line, but Menard, who's the second leading kill artist on the squad. Well up over 100, 131 to start the day. Adds another to the tally right there. Senior setter Graff sends a deep float, played by Bailey, but not very well. Unable to get under that one was the freshman Carroll. And she's probably only about 5'2", so if she can't get under it, you know that it wasn't in a very good spot. That one was, though, off the serve. Gave Flynn some problems, so an ace and back-to-back service points for Graff. Graff sends again. Now approaching 40 aces for the year. Menard into the double team. Conrad put it back over on their side. Becca's blocked well tonight. Have another chance here as she rotates over. And Sauter off the top of the net. Here's Becca with a chance. Dug out. Well done by Cascio. And Carroll that time electing not to go to Conrad. Instead sets up Wolfgang. And she can't find the speed to catch up to that one. So the Lady Warriors in total control here of set 3. And Izzy Graff having a great serve run right now. Looking to keep it going, and she can't. Unforced error that time. We'll get a pair of substitutions here for the Lady Colts. Gottfried back in alongside Schwaner. So 2 seniors into the lineup. See if the veterans can try to get out of this deep hole, but boy, will they have to dig. Down by 10. Push shot sent over by Graff. Now Becca unloads one, but how about the play by Pearson? Becca now with the setup. And we've got some fantastic back and forth action going until she pickles the pepper right there, and boy, put a little extra sriracha on it. Becca with the leap. And no one with even a chance to go after that one. Camerata and Pearson both just watched it tumble. Abdelaziz didn't have to put much on that one. Nobody home for the Lady Colts there in the middle. Camerata stepping out for a moment. Now Menard sends. Schwaner, cross-court shot. Now set up. Abdelaziz just missed. So Clear Fork hanging around, but they are going to need to get something going from the service stripe. We'll see if Sauter's the girl that can do it, and that's not going to get it done for Abigail. Wilking sends. Lady Warriors just 3 points away here from ending this third set. But it's Clear Fork with the side out. Getting the serve back for Becca Conrad. Becca from the near side let. Well done by Graff. Not even sure how she recognized that one, as this one goes through the rafters this time. They didn't want to get involved on that play. Now set up by Gottfried. Bailey hammers one. Becca with the bump. And nice play at the net, Tiffany Whitaker. Conrad checking out here, so perhaps Clear Fork going to be checking out here on this set. As they're down by 10. And arguably the best server for Ontario at the stripe. Comes through with an ace right here. Lady Warriors over 120 of them on the season, well over the national average. Bit too pumped up on that one. I think she could probably smell that it was a game point right there, trying to take the set. Wanted another ace. And instead, it continues. Set number 3. as Coach Lee watches on. See if her freshman can come up with some type of a crazy rally. Carroll there with the bump. She's got the dig here. Nicely done by Gaff. Shot blocked that time by the Warriors. Now sent over Christina. Angles that one cross court. Puts a big old grin on her face. But Carroll's got a whole lot of work to do. Clear Fork's going to be serious about hanging around here in this third. Deep float serve. And again, too strong by Ontario. That was Whitaker. So 3 straight points now for Clear Fork. Trying to make things interesting. So they close the gap down to 8. Make it 7. Graff was out of position from the get-go. It's Ontario with 3 across the front of the net, 3 in the back. Carroll sends to the back. Menard punched over by Christina. And then an excellent block by Bailey. Secures another Clear Fork point. So it looks like Carroll counting them in when just about everybody else was counting them out. And the run continues. Lady Colts were down by 10. They have closed to within 5. But it was set point, and that's all Ontario needed was Whitaker to put one away, and she does right there. 25-19 is how set number 3 will end. Lady Warriors now out in front, 2-1. We'll bring it back for set number 4. See if they can get the victory here on the road. It's live and free high school volleyball on the OH Report.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community. I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
Subscribe or be subscribed.
Lady Colts showed a lot of fight there in that third set as they were stampeding back. Thought they might close things, make it really interesting down the stretch, but instead Ontario coming up with a 25-19 third set victory. Their second set victory here of the night, so just needing one more to close things out here at the Colt Corral. See if Clear Fork can force a decisive fifth set. A lot of smiles there in the huddle for Ontario during the break, including from that young lady right there, Carly Pearson. Stud senior libero, having a heck of a season for them. Becca Conrad having a great night here for the Lady Colts. And the assist totals now on the year for Graf and the Lady Warriors up over 460 as she tried to come up with the first point here of set number 4. This one bumped over, free ball. Here's Graf with the setup, got Menard charging. And now she'll put it away. Michaela Menard with the first point here of set 4. Here's the aforementioned Graf, who's going to get the point despite the miscue right there, as the formation not to the liking of the referee here on the near side of the court. I believe it was Carroll that was out of place. As Clear Fork again going with the 4-2, trusting Flynn on the back line. As that one off the top of the net from Sauter. Dug out by Carroll. Now the setup to the middle, and the point, Ellie Wilking. Don't typically see your middle hitters standing at just 5'5", but that is the position that Ellie has played so well for Ontario this year, as Flynn hits the deck, gives up the body, and then sends it over. Good stuff. Now Bailey with the dig. Sauter comes up, has it sent right back to her. And lofting that one into the back corner was Menard. And quickly, it's 4-zip in favor of the girls in the blue and yellow. Izzy looking to keep it rolling. Deep loft. And that's not where you want Becca Conrad on the floor, sending it over with a bump. But hey, brings a smile to that young lady's face. But pretty much every Warrior point tonight has. Not a good set, and quick timeout taken by Clear Fork, and they are in an early hole. 6 straight points for the Lady Warriors to kick things off here in set number 4. In total control right now, and you hope for Clear Fork fans' sakes that they can ease here into set number 4, try to chip away here, get a couple of points at a time. Only way you can get it back. But here in the early going, all Lady Warriors. And it's been Izzy Graf with 5 straight points from the service line. Graf leads the way for Ontario. Over 150 points for her on the season. One of only 2 Lady Warriors to do that from the serve Camerata the other. Flynn handles the serve. And Becca deflects it off the defense. Earns the first point for Clear Fork here in this fourth set. Let's see what type of momentum they can get rolling in their favor as Hallie Gottfried will leads the squad in assists, sends. Big pop shot, though, right there, and that one blows the pinata wide open. Janine Abdelaziz delivers. Conrad looking to return the favor, but Pearson was there. Becca, though, with the block. Not this time off the top of the net. Lady Warriors extend their lead. Whitaker making it 8-1. This time Whitaker puts it over. Big swing from Sauter. Had some nice pace on it. But both sides defending well right now. Abdelaziz airmails that one, though. Cross-court shot. Too long. Coach Lee looking to get her girls to get some big swings on the ball as they come up with an ace right there from Abigail Sauter. Lady Colts just 1.8 aces per set, and they lose that point. That's well below the national average, so they've had trouble serving throughout the season. Only 86 aces for the Colts heading into tonight. Becca from the near side, cross court. She comes up with the point. Now here comes Conrad to the service line. Becca 88% on the year. And Bailey with her 20th block of the season. Not very big in stature, but man, can she leap. Aubrey Bailey, awesome athlete. Saw Graf go low, but that one just couldn't get the proper angle on it as she was under the net. So Conrad closes the gap down to 3. So it looked like it might get out of control early for Clear Fork. They've done well to get themselves right back here into this set. That won't help, though. Abdelaziz coming up with the swing and the kill. She's going to cycle out, though, as Camerata checking in. Great MOAC matchup here tonight. Lady Warriors trying to stay in the midst of the title chase. As we've seen time and again, so much pace on the serve from number 14 in the blue. Really challenging to handle for the Clear Fork back line routinely throughout the night. Crafty play to get it over by Gottfried. But Nagel did the smart move too. Saw the vacancy on the floor. Put the ball right where it needed to be. So Lady Warriors with a little run of their own. Got Clear Fork doubled up now. As Hallie can't come over and make the play, and another timeout taken by Clear Fork. Ontario's got them on the ropes right now. 13-6 is their advantage. And they've been sharp here in this fourth set. Had the run of play over the last couple of minutes. Just when it looked like Clear Fork was going to get back into this fourth set. Enter Camerata. And she has done a nice job extending the cushion back out. I think that's 3 or 4 straight service points for her. So Conrad on the bench right now for Clear Fork. See if Ontario can continue to take advantage. So far, so good. With Gianna from the service line. Had a miss hit, though. She grabbed her head right away. A little embarrassed about the way that she struck that one. Now Christina Carroll. She's got the rock. What will she do with it? Ninth grader sends. Played by Menard. Set behind. Over to Whitaker. She comes through. Now she's going to check out. So Clear Fork gets the serve back. Can't do anything with it. And the side out gets the ball over to Emily Cascio. And she's got a really cool signed winding serve. Clear Fork struggling with it at times here tonight. Menard, big swing, and kills her prey that time. Little chunk of Colt for dinner right there for her. So the lead looking to grow to double digits with a Warrior point here. We'll see if Bailey puts an end to it. Set by Pearson from the back. Christina has to wait on it. And I think it threw her off a bit. Mistimed her jump. And the unforced error grows the lead up to 10. Tough break. Looked like Smith was going to come through with a nice reception. Said it's another Lady Warrior point, and they are rolling right now. That's going to bring it to a close, though, as Cascio sends the serve into the nets. Lady Colts need to find some momentum. Not going to do it here. Every time they have gotten the serve back into their hands, Ontario crashes the party right away. Pearson sends. 85% server on the year. And she can't make that play. Falling to her left. Ricocheted out of play. And now Clear Fork does get Conrad back in. Not a 6 rotation player for the Lady Colts. A little surprised by that. She leads the team with digs. And definitely leads with blocks as that time. Coming over, sends it back nicely. Can Clear Fork do anything with the serve? They can with their senior, Aubrey Bailey. Big service ace right there. But can the pendulum of momentum continue to swing in favor of these Lady Colts? Bit unfortunate that time for him, as Conrad had the block set up. And now this is not the girl that you want at the service line if you're a Lady Colt fan. Izzy Graff has been phenomenal all year. Nice deep float. Kind of a sinker ball, too. Play at the net. Now Becca pops it up. And it doesn't pay off. So the Lady Warriors, one step closer to closing things out here in 4. Big 10-point cushion. As Graff sends. Bailey receives. And now Becca. She's got the point and trying to keep Clear Fork here in this match. Godfrey checking in along with Josie Schwarner. So the senior leaders on the floor here for Clear Fork as they look to rally back. Here comes Hallie. Ace! And we saw this in the previous set where Clear Fork got down big and then they made it pretty interesting towards the end. We're down double digits for the bulk majority of set 3. Ended up only dropping that one 25-19 as that one lofts just inside. Tough break for the Lady Colts as that one found the target. So here's Menard with the serves, just 3 points away from getting another MOAC victory. But crashing the cantaloupe, Becca Conrad made light work of that one. So point for Sauter off the serve, looking to make it 2 straight. With her Colts down 22-15. And Abigail Sense, just a freshman, getting some big minutes here. Set up outside. Krastina comes through. Abigail targets Menard. She receives well. That one off the top of the net from Wilging. And then bumped up off the rafters and onto the Colts floor. So a side out. And the Lady Warriors back in control of the serve. Wilking needs just 2 points. Free ball set up by Graff behind her. Point Abdelaziz. And it's about to be match point. Love that overhead setup. Becca receives. Set up to her. And she misfires, and that is going to do it, folks. 25-16. Ontario, a 4-set winner. As they take care of business and at least hang around second place right now in the MOAC. We'll take a timeout. When we return, get a couple of Ontario players up here for some post-match interviews, get their thoughts on the contest, and get you out of here. Post-game coverage going to roll along live and free here on the OH Report. Stay with us.
We are uniting Park National's family banks under one name to serve you more.
This bank's about service to the community. I mean, your customers become your family, and by and large, you become their family.
Customers do come in and they do feel like they're a part of our family, and they feel like they know us and we know them and we care.
Park National, our family of banks, all together now.
subscribe, or be subscribed.
Back here at the Colt Corral, it is the Ontario Lady Warriors, a 4-set winner tonight over Clear Fork, and I have got the stud setter Izzy Groff joining me right now. And I know that coming into the match, you ladies had lost 2 of 3, and you were in a little bit of a rough patch. Tell me why you think that you were able to get back on track here tonight.
We definitely communicated a lot more, and we had talked through everything, and we discussed what we needed to do, and we came in with a game plan, and we continued to stick to it the whole time.
Tell me about your performance individually. You had a great night. You set up your teammates very well, and then from the service line, you were consistent too. Just kind of tell me how you think that it went for yourself personally.
I think I definitely played a good game, but I definitely wouldn't have done it if it wasn't for everyone coming together. I tend to get upset at myself, but I didn't because everyone was picking me up, so it was definitely a team effort.
And you have quite a variety of stud hitters. You got a couple of good girls in the middle, and then certainly you got a lot of variety on the outside too. Tell me about making the decision of who you're going to set up and how that whole process works for you.
I definitely try to look at the other side of the court, seeing where everyone is and who's on, who's doing well, and what's open.
You're still pretty much in the thick of the MOAC chase. I know that the Galleon's still undefeated in there, but getting the win and at least being 2 games back of them right now, I guess how important is that to you ladies to at least be in the conversation?
It's good. We did it. We started off strong. We kind of hit a rough patch, so continuing to get wins is very important for us.
And I know you got the Tigers on the schedule here like in a couple of matches, right? Are you looking forward to that rematch?
Definitely. We want it.
All right, thank you so much for joining us, Izzy. We'll have you hand it off now to one of your stud outside hitters. We have Janine Abdelaziz is going to join me now. So, Janine, thanks for coming on the OH Report.
No problem.
With us
Thanks
here
for
on the
having
post-game
me.
coverage. And just kind of analyze your game individually here tonight and assess your performance for me. How do you think it went for you?
I definitely think that I was in my head a little bit, but then I just pulled it together. I knew that I had to do this for my team. I think that we all play so much better when we're all on, and it never helps to be selfish or anything. So that's something that we talked about, that we need to be on for each other, and then we all play better together. We're a group with 5 seniors. We've been playing together for a long time. We just need to do everything that we do needs to be for each other.
Yeah, I thought that you guys were very unselfish here tonight. Izzy certainly spreads the love.
Yes.
Talk to me about that, though, as, arguably probably the most impactful hitter. Maybe when the ball doesn't come to you a couple of times, how do you go about, staying in the match and not getting frustrated?
Right. I mean, I try not to think I'm a selfish player. I mean, we have so many talented hitters that, maybe it's not always their best night, but we all know what we're capable of. I mean, we practice so hard every day. I know what these girls are capable of, so I never get frustrated. I know that they can do what they need to do. It's just a matter of we need to be together so that we can do that.
Not that long ago, Ontario is one of the worst volleyball programs in the entire state. They had
Yeah.
many years where they were only winning 2 and 3 matches. What do you think has changed since you've gotten into high school, where you guys are at this point now, 12 wins on the season right now?
Yeah. So, I mean, we basically have a very athletic class. That's something that we talk about today, not only in volleyball. We came in as freshmen, and, we had a coach that saw a lot of potential of us, and Coach Bernhard has done a great job with not only, let's not only work on our skill, but let's work on being better people so that we can apply that on the court. And that's helped a lot with our mentality. We're here to win. We don't like losing. We're a very competitive group. We work hard every day. That's not something that we take lightly. We want to come in here and we want to win because we don't do all that work for nothing.
Well, I know that you girls were disappointed in the loss to River Valley. Galleon snuffed you guys out, but I know that you get them back on the schedule here in a couple of matches. How excited are you for another rematch with Galleon and a chance to really get back into the MOAC
Yeah,
chase?
we're so excited. I mean, that's something that we talk about. We've been talking about since we played them, Galleon in 4 weeks, Galleon in 3 weeks. That River Valley game was definitely very upsetting, but that's just something that you learn from and you get better from. We have Willard on Saturday, so that's definitely going to be a good game. They're a competitive team. So we just got to keep working, and keep our energy up and stay together because that's what we're here for. We're seniors. We want to win that conference title. We want to go far in that tournament.
Well, it worked out for you here tonight on the road. Big win over Clear Fork, so congratulations.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. Janine Abdelaziz there with the post-match interview. And, man, just a great match here for the Warriors tonight. Was really impressed with, the whole collection of talent that they have. As she mentioned, they have a lot of seniors on the team. Even without their top hitter and their leading kill artist, we're still able to get it done against a solid Clear Fork team who has been struggling here as of late. I liked that they showed a lot of fight here, but just up against a very talented Ontario team now with 12 wins in 16 matches so far. So certainly, arguably the best team that we have in Richland County on the volleyball floor. So look for them to continue to improve as we get closer to postseason, and definitely circle that one on the calendar, folks, when they get another shot at Galleon. That one basically for all the marbles in the MOAC, even though Ontario a couple of matches back. If they can get that one, a chance for Galleon to slip up at some other point in Ontario to get right back into the mix. That's going to do it for me here at the Colt Corral. My name is Brian Skronsky. Thank you guys out there so much for watching live and free here on YouTube and Facebook. We do it for you, the fans, so appreciate all the viewership that we got here tonight. Want to thank the entire crew as well. Adam Thompson right here, our fabulous stud producer and director, always does a great job, builds all the graphics for us as well. Nick Jacobs on camera, as well as Mason Neese. So thank you to my crew, and thank you to you for watching. We'll be back. Tons of live streams tomorrow. We got 4 great games on the OH Report for Football Friday night, so make sure that you're tuning in. And just keep it locked in all the time for the OH Report. But for now, we out. So long.